So ISO we have like International Standard Organization. They proposed one model name is called OS. ISO International Standard Organization proposed OSI model, Open Systems Interconnection Model. Open Systems Interconnection. So in this model, they proposed we have like 7 layers. So we can split our network operations into the 7 layers. Layer wise operation they require. So according to that model only, whatever product we build, whatever software we design, whatever a hardware we build, so whatever networking device we build, all those are going to be follow the OSI model. Okay, only and according to that they have a functionalities. They will work in a specific layer or multiple layers. It depends upon the product. Okay. Now, if you take the so layers in this, we have this 7 layers. That 7 layers are communication. So there is a communication between client side to the server side. Let's try to understand. So you are the client. Okay, so you are communicating with the some server. For example, let's assume that I am the client. I'm from my side, I am trying to communicate with the Facebook server. Client to the server. How things works. So we have a sender point of view, top to bottom. We have operations. Receiver point of view, bottom to top. We have operations. Okay. Now I'm the sender. I'm trying to send the request to the Facebook. One HTTPS request I'm sending. HTTP or HTTPS request I'm sending. So now my request where I'm sending in the application layer because we have a protocol HTTP and HTTPS FTP, SSH, Telnet, DNS, all those protocols are available in the application layer because they are dealing with the applications. It means you need a software for dealing with it. Now we have a HTTP and HTTPS. We are using a software web browser. We are using a web browser client software. Now, if you want a deal with a FTP, you are using a FileZilla software you are using. If you want to interact with a SSH or a Telnet, you are using a putty. See, we have a client software to communicate with the server software. Application layer deals with the application, it is software. We are using a software, but that software required a protocol interaction. So now I want to send the request to the Facebook.com HTTPS request or HTTPS request. So my HTTP or HTTPS request is going to be the process in the application layer. It means I will open my web browser and I will visit the Facebook.com. I will get their login screen. In that login screen, I am entering username and password. I am sending that request. Now that raw request from the application layer, it is sending to their application layer in a server side. Now from client side application layer to the server side application layer it should go. Guys are able to follow me. So now my raw data from the application layer will go to the presentation layer. So we have a top to bottom traveling a path we have. So now whatever data you enter in application layer, part of that HTTP or HTTPS request, it will come to the presentation layer. So whatever data you have, that data is in a raw format like this. So it is as it is we have. It means it is not splitting into the parts. Now if we have some size of data, that size of data we have. So application layer allow us to interact with the application layer related software apps. Our computer, our mobile, use apps. Those apps are an application layer. They are taking data from us. That raw data is going to the presentation layer. So what presentation layer do? It will change the presentation of the data. For example, now my source is deciding to send the data in HTTPS format. What it should do? It should encrypt the data or not. I enter a plain text username password. Plain text HTTP request should convert into the encrypted format or not. So data encapsulation is going to be happening in the presentation layer. It means data encryption, data encoding, data conversion. We have to keep the data in a proper format. is that either like a normal plain text data or like a encrypted data or image, audio, video, product. So we have asked you American Standard Code for. So we have information interchange. So that asks you characters used by that. So we have a data encapsulation process in a presentation layer. Application layer is like a taking the data in a with the help of the application layer protocol. The data is coming to the like a presentation layer. Presentation layer is deciding that how to present the data before sending to the destination. Destination is expecting in encoded format, then encode. Destination is expecting in a plain text, then send in a plain text. HTTP is plain text. HTTPS encrypted. That's my point. Which protocol you are choosing? Based upon that, the operations are happening in this place. Okay. Next to session layer. So session layer is going to be decide that layer. So session tracking mechanism, either TCP or UDP. If you use a TCP, what happens? Data is like a transfer in a sequence order. Already we discussed. TCP, Transmission Control Protocol User Mechanism. So name is called three-way handshake. It will establish the connection first and it will transfer the data with acknowledgement, and after that it will terminate the connection. It means acknowledgement based, sequence based data delivery we have. We don't have any data loss when you choose the TCP. So whenever you decided to choose the TCP, we can call your data as a package. In case if you opt for like if your program opt for the TCP usage package, network package, we can call it as network package. But if you use UDP, there is no connectionless. It will just like a throw the package to the destination. We don't care about the data is a okay reach to the destination or not. UDP, we can call them as user datagrams. User datagrams. So TCP packets, UDP datagrams. So either TCP or UDP is going to be used in this layer, transport layer. Then it will move to the network layer. A network layer we are calling them as like a packets. If you use like a TCP packets. If you use a UDP, use a datagram. Already decided, and we are calling them in a network layer in that way. Okay. So segmentation is already done. Raw data to the parts. Already done in a transport layer. Guys are able to follow me. So what network layer do? Network layer plays the key role with the two important protocols. One is IP, another one is ICMP. Network layer deals with the two important protocols. Have other protocols also can ignore. So important protocols IP, Internet Protocol, ICMP, Internet Control Message Protocol. ICMP protocol will verify the destination machine is alive or not. And if destination machine is alive, what it will do? It will add the source IP address and destination IP address as a header, and it will send the data to the data link layer. So network layer verify that like so destination system is available or not. What is the destination machine IP address? What is the source machine IP address? IP Internet Protocol identification is added in the network. Source IP address and destination IP address, and it will move to the data link. Now network layer to the data link layer when they are transferring that. So whenever it reaches the data link layer has the information again in a parts. Raw data segmentation is done. Packets, now packets to the frames. Data frames.
Sir, it is an encrypted form.
No, not encrypted form. They are splitting the data. Now see, it's a very simple. We have like a load is going to the like a bank load to the other. Now they simply like that what farmer like so just like he loaded entire his mangoes into the one big truck. There is no package at that raw package. Okay, so raw mangoes. But whenever he decided to deliver to the different vendors, like a different like a fruit vendors as a one market. Now is not selling. You need to like again like that all mangoes need to split into the boxes somewhere. Now so one box with like 1 quintal. But do you think that seller will sell like a 1 quintal to one family? No, again. It is split again into the small boxes. Sell to the local vendors or not? That local vendor from the local vendor, we are buying like a so 1 kg or 2 kg like not quintal, right? So it means they see it is splitting. Same way you are sending a raw data. That raw data can't able to send as it is to the destination. Raw data is converted into the segments, parts. Then it is converted into the packets. Then it is converted into the frames. From the frames, it is converted into the binary. That is the last step. That's my point. So our data we have a sequence number for everything. We have a sequence number for the frames also. Frame number wise we have. Now in the data link layer, we have a data in a frames. Data link layer has a data in a frames. Whenever it reaches the like a field, data link layer, what it will handle? It will handle the MAC address. Data link layer and the source MAC address and destination. Now please try to understand. Application layer is added defined protocol. Which protocol you want to use for the data transfer. Presentation layer is dealing with the data format. Okay. Now session layer is dealing with the session management. Transport layer is like so dealing with the source port and destination port. In a segmentation with a sequence number. Now network layer is dealing with the source IP address and destination IP address as a header. Okay, and converting the data into the header like the packets are user data types. Now the data again converted in a data link layer as a frames. Source MAC address, destination MAC address is mentioned in that. Okay, so we have like a now like a data link layer again like a sending the data to the physical layer. Physical layer don't have any kind of ID. In a physical layer we have a direct wide connection. Not radio waves format. It means wireless connectivity we have so physical layer. So in this physical layer, what is happening? We have a data in a binary format. So we have a data in a binary format. It means zeros, ones format. So this is from the client side. Client is sending like a raw, like a high level data to the binary data we have in layer. Now receiver is a receiver. Layer 1. Guys, hello. Screen పోతే చెప్పాలి కదా క్లాస్ మరి గుడికి మరి ఎప్పుడు క్లాస్ చెప్పాలి కదా అట్లీస్ట్ స్క్రీన్ షేర్ చేసి ఉండాలి లేదా అని చెప్పాలి కదా 1 hour క్లాస్ అయిన తర్వాత చిన్న మాట కాదు అందుకే గుడ్ మార్నింగ్ చెప్పేది రోజు ఆడియో వినిపిస్తుందా లేదా స్క్రీన్ కనిపిస్తుందా లేదా Fine. So in the physical layer we have a data in a binary form. Now so sender is sending a data from the top to bottom. Application layer to the presentation layer to the session layer to the transport layer to the network layer, data link network layer to the data link layer, finally physical layer. Now receiver side, what format data is getting in a binary format? See, if you use a Wi-Fi, radio waves, if you use a like a cable, it's a like a electronic signal, right? So if you use a like a electronic signal in the so voltage format, 0 voltage, 0, 5 voltage, 1 like that, like a binary data conversion. So that binary information is like a delivered to the destination computer. Now destination server received your message. The layer 1. What they will get, they will get the binary in the layer 1. So they will read the headers. As per the headers, we should have a reverse process. Layer 1 header. Source side it is mentioned. This is a frame. I converted it to this binary form. Now you have to do the reverse operation. Binary to the frame. It will convert the binary to the frame and it will send that to the layer. Layer 2, frame to packets. Packets to the segments. Segments to the raw format. But in every layer operations, it is going to verify that okay, source MAC address is this one, destination MAC address is this one. Okay, am I destination or not? Am I destination or not? Yes, then you go to the next. Source IP address and destination IP address. Am I having a destination IP address? Yes. Then go to the next. Source port number and destination port number. Am I have a destination port number? See, those guys mentioned 443 port, but I don't have a 443 on my computer. Now I should drop the packet or not? So port is closed. Website is down. If port is open only, then website is down. So it will go to the next page. So second verification. Next layer. Now so which is encrypted now it is decrypted. Which is encoded now decoded. Which is compressed now uncompressed. Data format. Next layer set application. Now it is going to point to that. Okay, so user is set from the web browser. Now web server software. It will deliver to the right software. So this is the process happening in our computer. Every computer, every device which is connected to the internet, computer networks, those devices follow this model only. This is a standard model followed by them. Now, if you understand the networking device, which device works in a which layer, you can figure out easily. Now, if you observe that Ethernet hub, do you think Ethernet hub required any kind of like identification information? No. Ethernet hub is completely purely work based upon the physical connectivity. So, the physical connection, physical layer. Ethernet hub work in a physical layer. But switch is completely depends upon the MAC address. Where is the MAC address component? Where is the MAC address? MAC address concept we have in a data link. So switch work in a data link. That's why you can call the switch as a layer 2 device. Ethernet hub as a layer 1 device. From the bottom, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 device. And from the top. From the bottom, we just count. So layer 1 device is like a hub. Layer 2 device is a switch. Layer 3 device is router. Router is completely depends upon the IP address. Routing between one network to the another network. How network is identified based upon the IP address. So switch need a MAC address. Router need IP address. Guys are able to follow me. So think it's that. Now, for example, if you install the firewall, I want to build the firewall. I want to set up the firewall for the my firewall. What type of firewall I can use? I am writing the rule based upon the source IP address and destination IP address. For example, I am writing the rule in the firewall. Don't allow the traffic from the 10.0.2.8. Now, IP address based rule am in which layer it should work? Network. So we have a firewall which is working in a network layer. We will call that one as packet filtering firewall. Packet filtering firewall. Network layer firewall. We can call that one as a packet filtering firewall because packets only we have in a network layer. So IP address based చేసుకో రూట్ రాస్తే ఏముంటది నెట్వర్క్ అదే పోర్ట్ వేసుకో రూట్ చేస్తే సో పోర్ట్ బేస్డ్ MAC address అంటే డేటా లింక్ but port based it means I don't receive the traffic from this source port or this destination port. Our system load traffic నేను allow చేయాలనుకుంటున్నాను. I don't want to receive the traffic from the any one computer to my port number 22. అంటే నా 22 పోర్ట్ ని నేను ఫైర్వాల్ లో బ్లాక్ చేస్తున్నా అంటే దాని మీనింగ్ ఏంది సో దట్ పోర్ట్ వేర్ వి హావ్ a port concept in a transport layer right transport layer has a port concept now SAGEN layer has a SAGEN concept so if you want to write the rule in a SAGEN basis port basis, we need to have a firewall. So we are calling that firewall as a circuit level gateway. Circuit level gateway. So packet filtering firewall, work in a network layer. Circuit level gateway, work in between. So transport layer to the second layer. We have like a firewall, application layer firewall, web application firewall, work for the web server. Application layer. Now I want to block the internet connectivity to my employees. I don't want to allow them to access the Facebook.com. Now Facebook.com is the DNS. Where is the DNS? Application layer. Now I am writing the rule for the application. So we are calling that as application layer firewall and the one proxy. Proxy. So we have a different firewalls, different levels they will work. So one firewall work in a network layer, another firewall work in a transporter, second layer in between that, another firewall work in application layer. Now, are you going to be like a hire 3 watchmen for your house? One guy only inquire where you are coming from. Do you have like a size that period you are allowed. We don't have the 3 watchmen. One watchman will do the multiple operations. Example, you can use a single firewall for monitoring the network layer, transport layer, and second layer, and application layer also. We are calling that firewall name as multi-layer inspection firewall. Multi-layer inspection firewall. Packet filtering firewall, circuit level gateway, application layer firewall, and multi-layer inspection firewall. See, those 4 firewalls introduced in the early stages. These are like a generation, in an early generation firewalls introduced into the market. After that, so in every firewall, those 4 firewalls are clearly need a rule based, rule specific. They can't able to learn themselves. They can't able to educate themselves. Then they introduce like a machine learning. They added like a capability to do the self learning and take the decision. So that firewall name is called next generation firewall. Next generation firewall. We have a next generation firewall, like a checkpoint, Sophos firewall. Okay, checkpoint firewall. Different firewalls we have. That firewall, we have like a hardware level firewall. Corporate companies use a physical firewalls. It means hardware layer firewall things. It means they will just like buy the hardware, firewall hardware. They will place in their network, which will monitor the every traffic passing through the network, analyze, so take the actions based upon the rules. But we have a host level firewall. We have a Windows dependent firewall or not? That is a software layer firewall. It's not an SGen. It's not an SGen. But it will do those 4 layer firewall activities. It will allow us to monitor IP based, port based, okay, protocol based. Okay. అర్థమైందా firewall concept? The firewalls concept depends upon this model. Networking devices depends upon that model. Whatever device they build, that device is completely worked on based upon this model. అర్థమైందా? Whenever we have a GUI of the product, it means application layer level access. GUI layer, switch to GUI will then working mechanism only based upon the MAC address. So, అది పనిచేస్తుంది. Now tell me where Wireshark is working. You already use like a Wireshark. Where Wireshark is working? Where Wireshark is working? Huh? See, let's understand something. If you monitor in this layer, you can see the only those 2 layers. If you monitor in this place, only you can see those 4 layers. If you monitor in this layer, you can see this layer. If you monitor in this layer. Where Wireshark is monitored. So basically, Wireshark is monitoring the data link. That's why all layers activity gets. data is not in a binary. Whenever you launch your Wireshark tool is monitoring in a data layer. That's why we are able to carry the top 6 layers headers. So in a Wireshark traffic, if you observe that it is a layer 2 device. Wireshark work in a layer 2. Now that's why you can see this first one. What is this number? Frame number. What type of data? Series, it is a frame. Series frame 1. Frame, frame numbers. Right. So every packet has a series. It is using user datagram protocol. Source port and destination port. So source port and destination. Now you can see that like a data is data using UDP, sending internet source. Those are the headers. Now source IP address and destination. See the source port and destination port, source IP address, destination IP address, source MAC address and destination MAC address. You can see that. In case if your Wireshark monitor in a physical layer, what happened? You get the data in a binary form. You can't able to understand that binary data. That's why we are monitoring the data in a layer where we can at least understand the patterns. Frames 1, frames 2, frame 3. Frame level data you can analyze by following the TCP stream or UDP stream. So Wireshark is like modeling data layer 2. Wireshark is modeling layer 2. Our networking devices. We have like a different firewalls working in different layers, different networking devices working in different. We should understand the foundation. Each device is necessary as per the voice. Because in an interview perspective, they will ask those questions. We get the foundation that should have not be a question. Wireshark area necessary. Firewall necessary. We understand the standards when you talk about it. Okay. If you apply for research, they will ask you many questions. EAPD only good based methodological questions. But more foundation. Here everyone, otherwise the concept OSI model, Open Systems Interconnection Model proposed by ISO. Okay. This is the standard model referred by everyone. Whatever products we are building, every time we consider this model. If internet connectivity or network is required, when you are building some product, if it is going to be running on network level, then we need to consider the OSI. We should define that where our product should, which protocol it should use, everything. Automatically. So OSI. Now, like always, like one group of people propose one model, another group of people propose another model. So they did the same thing. So they propose like a one more model. Not this only I like OSI model. They propose TCP IP model. TCP IP. So which is just like equivalent to the OSI model only. Whatever we have in our OSI model, same we have in this TCP IP model also. But simply like a slope. Just a small conversion. This is like we have a 7 layers now 7 layers. So OS model has a 7 layers. Application layer, seven layers. But TCP/IP model has a 4 layers. So payna kinda part of the OSI model transport layer has to be done. Okay. Now network layer they are calling as the internet layer. అది కూడా అలాగే ఉంటుంది దాన్ని మార్చాలి ట్రైన్ ఉన్నటువంటి ఫ్రీ ఏవైతే డేటా ఫార్మాట్ ఒకేలాగా ఉంది కదా సో ఆ లేయర్స్ ప్రజెంటేషన్ లేయర్ అప్లికేషన్ లేయర్ సెకండ్ లేయర్ మూడింటిని మెర్జ్ చేసి అప్లికేషన్ లేయర్ కింద ప్రపోజ్ నా కింద బాటమ్ లో ఉన్న డేటా లింక్ లేయర్ ఫిజికల్ లేయర్ ఏదైతే ఉందో కలిపి నెట్వర్క్ యాక్సెస్ లేయర్ అని చెప్పి those are like a TCP/IP model 4 layers పైన 3 మెర్జ్ అయినాయి కింద 2 మెర్జ్ అయినాయి మధ్యలో ఉన్న రెండు okay so this is like a model syllabus mentioned again better usage so people they don't care about TCP/IP model they always stick to the OSI model only for building any product designing anything required for the market. Okay, so you have to consider an OSI model operations. What are the layers we have? What exactly happening that each layer you should understand. Already explained the process. Importance of each layer already explained. So I will share the notes related to this. I will share the like a video courses related to it. So you have to spend some time, watch those videos, watch like videos, finish the practice. So tomorrow I will make a class. Okay. So I don't have what is the problem. So I don't want to spend some time, finish your practice. Friday will get a class. Okay. So spend some time today and tomorrow. Finish reading all those materials and watching those videos to understand the fundamentals of the network. Clear everyone? Fine. I hope that I covered everything. So I don't think that max I covered all the important concepts related to the network. So you guys can spend some time. I'll share my notes. So I'll share the list of the networking devices and OSI model, how OSI model plays a key role in cyber security. Because attacks are always mapped with the OSI model only. ఇప్పుడు మ్యాక్ అడ్రస్ స్కూపింగ్ జరిగిందంటే ఏ లేయర్ జరుగుతుంది నా టెల్ మీ ఇన్ విచ్ లేయర్ మ్యాక్ అడ్రస్ స్కూపింగ్ ఇస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ డేటా లింక్ నౌ ERP స్కూపింగ్ network IP అడ్రస్ లో మ్యాక్ అడ్రస్ కావాలి అంటే రెండు లేయర్ల మధ్య పనిచేస్తుంది మీన్స్ నెట్వర్క్ లేయర్ అండ్ డేటా లింక్ లేయర్ టుగెదర్ వర్క్ ఫర్ ది యాప్ స్కూపింగ్ ఆర్ కాల్ మ్యాక్ అడ్రస్ స్కూపింగ్ అంటే ఓన్లీ డేటా అర్థమైంది సో పోర్ట్ స్కానింగ్ అనే విచ్ లేయర్ ఇట్ విల్ వర్క్ పోర్ట్ స్కాన్ ఓన్లీ హోస్ట్ డిస్కవరీ అనే విచ్ లేయర్ ఇట్ విల్ వర్క్ నెట్వర్క్ హోస్ట్ డిస్కవరీ సిస్టమ్ లైవ్ ఉందా లేదా ఏదో పిన్ కమాండ్ అన్న వాడతాం లేదా యాప్ అన్న వాడతాం సో ఏ లేయర్ లో జరుగుతుంది అటాక్ సో యువర్ నాలెడ్జ్ యు హావ్ టు మ్యాప్ ఓకే కోడ్ స్కానింగ్ వర్కింగ్ నాలెడ్జ్ సో ట్రాన్స్పోర్ట్ మ్యాక్ స్కోపింగ్ వర్కింగ్ నాలెడ్జ్ డేటా లేయర్ యాప్ పాసింగ్ వర్కింగ్ నాలెడ్జ్ డేటా లేయర్ పోస్ట్ డిస్కవరీ ఆల్సో పోస్ట్ లేయర్ no access to it. You are attacked. Now phishing attacks both in application layer. Into what you call case and this modified DNS spoofing happen in application layer. Brute force attacks. We are doing an FTP brute force. SSH brute. And in application layer. Is able to follow it. So cyber attacks. Session hijacking happen in a which layer? Session. Attacks are like SSL and TLS in a which layer it will work? presentation ఏంటి TLS encryption decryption ఎక్కడ జరుగుతుంది transport layer security okay secure socket layer working mechanism depends upon the presentation so hackers like are doing different layers so you need to map your networking knowledge to the cyber security attack defensive measures firewall గురించి defensive గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం you can set up the firewall good for the network layer so transport layer and application layer multi-layer integration firewall next-generation firewall అర్థమైంది that's able to follow me that is the attacks municipal DOS attacks denial of service attacks DOS attacks are performed by the hackers DOS denial of service it means they can create like a overload on the server by sending the like a flooding sync flooding attack can happen sync flooding and continuous sync packets they will send to the target port continuously the target port is busy to respond to the sync flag with a sync plus acknowledgement or not signal to వస్తుంది sync plus acknowledgement now that port will become busy you don't respond to the legit users are right already is busy with the attacker to reply legit user can respond to the program so that's it so sync flooding attacks so now where is sync flooding attack will go TCP మీద attack జరుగుతుంది transport layer జరుగుతుంది so whatever attacks we learn whatever things we know all those things cyber security knowledge you have to have with the networking concepts so I will share all the notes go through that what is IP what is NAT what is like a string all those things you should have చదవండి అర్థం చేసుకోండి concepts this is a really okay so I have like two my favorite animated courses like I'll share those two animated courses also. So one course like deal with all the IT related fundamentals like components based like printer gameplay, router gameplay, switch age, cable gameplay, category gameplay,